of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, if we could please get a roll call.
Chairperson Davis.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Souter.
Here.
Commissioner Myers.
Here.
Commissioner Thompson.
Here.
Commissioner Valone.
Here.
Okay, we're going to bypass the approval of the minutes from July 9th meeting for postpone that to next month. They're not ready yet. At this time, we have a sign-up sheet. If anyone would like to speak from the public that's not involved with any cases after the commission, we can do that. The first order of business, it's old business, and this is 5006 Delaware Drive. This is update on progress from July 9th meeting regarding having the interior and exterior of the dwelling cleaned up. If y'all would like to come forward. So happy to see y'all here. Everybody doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, so what's going on with Delaware?
We are making lots and lots of progress. I was actually out there this afternoon, just kind of going through, looking at everything. Front yard is cleaned up, however, side and backyard still need attention, but I'm more focused and concerned about the interior. It's night and day difference if you looked at the beginning pictures and what I saw today. They still have some work to do, sure, but I could not be more pleased or grateful just for their compliance.
Okay, still secure, no more of the trespassing issues or,
Well, we did have a break-in. We're dealing with that.
okay.
So,
how long do you think we're looking at keeping this?
I mean, a couple months. I
Okay.
can't, we got people coming in from Nashville trying to get
know.
in.
You're
It's just
doing a
that,
lot.
yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's a lot.
we would have had the backyard, like I was telling her, between me and her and the manpower I wanted to have didn't show up. So,
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of, like I said, the backyard and just moving
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that was keeping is to storage. But other than
but the
that,
inside you said is making great progress.
Oh yeah, I can see a floor, multiple floors now. So we definitely are making a lot of progress, and they still got some stuff to do. But as in, could it be livable now? Sure. It's nothing compared to what it was
So
before.
it's not inhabitable. You went over there yesterday. Did you see structural issues, any code violations, or anything that we need to worry about?
A few, but like I said, and they are already aware of that as well.
Okay.
So we kind of talked about that today. They will, make the repairs that are needed. It's nothing, major. It's really just kind of some minor things. But it's more of let's get all this cleaned up, then we can address that part later.
Okay.
yeah, our goal is to get it cleaned up and repaired, like a little bit of holes or whatever. And my daughter plans on moving down here.
Okay.
So,
So you want to get it cleaned up, and then your daughter's
Okay.
going to occupy.
yeah, and then we, like I was telling her, there's a lot of furniture that we're wanting to throw away, but we had, because we don't know about the
Right.
putting them on the side of the road. So, but,
Right. Just
Other than
work with-
that.
continue to work with Tori, and
and there's no one living there, so.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Are there any questions from the commission?
that's what
Yes,
we pitched.
repairs, you say are minor. Are they minor enough that they would not require permits? Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, it could be, once they are able to, get everything moved out, if I notice something, sure, we can discuss it. But it's really like she was just kind of saying, like, above your door frame, some of the sheetrock's missing. Like, it's small stuff that I'm really not worried about.
Okay. I would just suggest staying in contact with Tori like you have been with
Oh,
the
yeah.
progress, and that's
Yeah, I
that's all
forgot
we
to
ask.
send her the picture of the pop-up camera. I forgot.
I get weekly updates. I know.
That's awesome.
I know.
That is really good. Okay.
So she said
Couple months.
couple of months, so on motion for 60 days.
Yeah, that's October 8th. Yeah, anybody have any further questions or comments? Okay.
With that being said, I would make a motion to pass this to October 8th. Give you 60 more days to continue your progress and stay in contact, of course, with Tori.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Yes, I'm gonna verify, yes, October 8th is an October meeting. We can.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Real quickly.
Yes.
I'm sorry, just to make sure that I have the names right. It's Cynthia Sutherland
Yes.
and it's Kathy Mize.
Mize.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you.
We'll see you on October. Stay safe.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Our next order is 1603 South Smith Street, update on progress from July 9th, 2025 meeting regarding cleanup of the property.
So progress has been made. We're working on it. To my knowledge, I think you guys just have the one vehicle in the backyard still?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's registered, it has an antique tag on it. We have two
Awesome.
vehicles now with antique tags.
Okay. The only thing I saw today whenever I went by is just the red truck and the silver truck, but I think we were gonna talk about that anyways. Other than that, there's a few, maybe little miscellaneous items that we can address, but it's nothing major. I mean, it's a tremendous leap from where it was to where it is now.
Okay. And that is on the whole exterior of the property. That was the main concern, correct?
I'm sorry?
The exterior
Mhm.
has been
Yes, ma'am.
rectified. So the backyard, has that been cleaned up? Everything is
Yes.
good with that now in the front yard? You just have the silver truck and the red truck, is what you were saying, right? And those are operable vehicles y'all use all the time, right?
They're the antique, they were my father-in-law's
Right.
vehicles. So they have antique tags on them. We don't drive them all the time, but yes.
Okay. And the camper issue has been resolved?
The camper is still there, no one's living in it.
Okay. All right. What is your suggestion, Tori, going forward?
Just so, and this has probably been my fault, we've been super busy. I haven't been able to contact Mr. Quinn like I would like to just follow up and get out there. So maybe let me just do one more walkthrough just to make sure that we're good to go, pass it off, and then hopefully next month we can close it and be done with it if that's okay.
Okay. Do we have any questions?
What is that? September date?
September is the 10th. I'm just looking at my notes from before. Were you able to get with animal control and get your animal situation taken care of as well? I think that was that an issue? Where you were trying to get a hold of
No.
the shelter here because of puppies? Okay, I'm mistaken.
I think they kept those, the puppies that you guys had.
Yeah,
Kept
well, we have gotten rid of some of the two dogs,
Okay.
so, but.
I was
we
just looking at
still-
my notes from before, and I know that was like a bullet point, all the little things. That was one of them.
I make a motion to move this to the September 10th meeting.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to move this September 10th.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson
Called
Davis.
a couple
Yes.
times and left message with Petty John, they always put me through to his phone for some reason.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I
don't
never
know.
know about it. But that is my way too late. I'll get with you. Maybe not this week, potentially, and or next week, whatever day you're available.
Okay, September 10, right?
At that point, if we've reached compliance, you don't even have to appear, it'll just be for me to close it, and then you'll just get the notification.
Okay,
Yeah, just let me know. Set something up to come out.
all right, thank you.
Okay, awesome. All right, our next item of old business is 28 Frawley Road. So were we able to find people to help her out?
So I spoke with the city manager and got it approved for streets to basically go over and bush hog for us in the backyard because that's really what it needs. However, they attempted, but once they kind of got going, you really couldn't tell until you really started bush hogging, but there's some items back there that make it difficult for them to get the equipment through. So about a third of it has been completed, but not all of it. I have to reach back out with the street supervisor because it took me forever to get them out there, but he's also been sick last week. We've had storms this week. So he told me if there's more that we need done with it to let him know. But I'm trying to figure out a better solution to kind of get them back there in order to,
In the backyard, the front yard's being maintained, it's just the backyard is overgrown really bad.
and it's not grass necessarily either. It's a lot of vines and
Underbrush,
that's the hard part. And I mean, if you guys have been through there, which I'm sure you have, and you're familiar, Frawley Road, especially with those houses, it's a lot of wooded lots anyways. And normally we don't really say much about wooded lots because a lot of people say, oh, it's, you know, my privacy barrier, however you want to spin it, which I could see to a point. But I think the biggest thing is it was growing over into the neighbor's yard, which is why this whole complaint got started anyways. So I made sure that they were trying to maintain at least the fence lines really well for me to keep it, you know, off. Is it perfect? No. Can we do more with it? I really don't know. I'm going to have to get Chris Vaughn to go with me out there and see what we can do.
and she's not living there, is she?
And the family's really not stepped up either, right?
No.
Is it too much for somebody like friends helping
They can't.
neighbors?
I
Okay.
tried that too.
Okay,
That was my first stop, was
Yeah.
reaching out to Daniel Beard, and they looked at it and they were like, you know, it's where I'm sorry, but like our guys we can't manage that.
Do you know what is in the yard? It's not vehicles or anything like that? It's just small stuff
Yeah,
that
small
can be
stuff.
picked up?
Potentially. I mean, it might be, you know, a little heavy. I think there was like 2 sheds back there, kind of looking and seeing what I saw today. Probably should be torn down. However, it's not something you're really going to see until you walk up on it, just because of the overgrowth. I want to say, hold on, I took pictures. I'll tell you guys. Let's see. I thought I did. It really just looks like sheds for the most part. There's one like in the very back corner, and in the middle, I feel like there might be like some barrels or things of that sort. So it's like odds and ends that they probably used at one point in time, and
it's just left
Just
back
everything
there.
overgrown?
yeah, yeah.
And the bush hog, when it gets back there, it can't.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I'm at a loss. How
I'm
to
at a
help her.
loss.
Because even if it was a situation where, you know, we ever clean it up, I mean, how would they go about that? The city would have the street crew, I assume, go out and clean up the yard and then bush hog it.
Essentially, I would probably contact Rick with Freedom Roll-Off, because I know he has the equipment. He would remove all the items and then get equipment out there to bush hog and cut the undergrowth on it. The only downfall is just placing the lien on that, and
I know.
I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place because I feel bad in a sense of she has nobody, but it's like, what do we do to help? I don't know how to really.
Okay. Well. I wonder how much for them to at least make a bid to entertain it. I mean,
I can ask Rick. I don't know. It's not big, so I wouldn't say too much. But then again, I don't know what all's back there. You know what it's going to cost to get dumped or whatever the case may be.
because at the end of the day, to get it cleaned up, it's gonna cost. And it's gonna cost somebody.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it has to be cleaned up. So it's just figuring out the best route to be as gentle as possible to get it done.
I would entertain submitting a bid to clean it up.
I can ask how much you would charge. I'm also, if not tomorrow, potentially Friday, just depending on the weather, I'm going to get Chris Vaughn to go meet
Okay.
and see if we can try to come up with a different solution or route at least to hit the most of it. If part of it's still wooded, it's still wooded. I mean, again, it's a wood lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you know, I'm just trying to keep it from other people's properties.
Impeding on everybody else's lawns.
Possibly submitting a bid might wake the family up just to keep from having a lien on the property.
Well,
Yeah.
she just paid a lien too. That's the crazy thing.
So she already had a lien on the property?
I didn't know it until this. I brought her to housing, and then it, you know, kind of opened up from there. So
Was that for us, for Easter?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now, there's no use dragging it out.
Right.
I mean, we've been here, it's been here a while.
Yeah.
And you're not getting any help from the family that's waiting on the property.
No, just
Listen,
from,
at the end of the day,
Sure.
when she,
mm-hmm,
then it's gonna be their problem regardless,
mm-hmm,
today or 2 years from now,
mm-hmm.
so,
And again, it may provoke them to
step up.
step up.
I can get bids. Like I said, I do want to try to get Chris Vaughn out there tomorrow, or if not, like I said, Friday, just to double check and see if maybe what can we hit? Can we hit this better to resolve it? And if not, then I'll just have to move forward. I'll still get the bids anyways, but
Okay,
It'll just come back.
yeah.
We need a motion for that.
yeah, and then to push this to next month, I guess.
I would make a motion for you to proceed with securing a bid to clean up 28 Frawley Road.
I second.
Okay,
Can you just clarify, so the bid that we're getting now is for bush hogging the back of the property? Is that all we're talking about at this point?
That would be removing any debris, anything that's gotta go. And then bush hogging, cleaning the property and the fence line
Okay.
to bring it into compliance. I'm assuming that would include dilapidated sheds, correct? Any kind of structure that's dilapidated.
But these structures are not the same as the original structure that was cited originally.
So I did not cite it for these structures, no, because these are just accessory structures, right? It's just the sheds. Originally, I had no idea those sheds were back there because you couldn't see them. So,
this was originally just a yard that was out of control, not being maintained.
But we had not cited per se for the condition of the ancillary structures?
mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't notice those until literally I went out after the streets started.
Why don't we, we can do the bid for purposes of cleaning up the debris and the bush hogging. We can put in the notice that the commission, is basically instructing you that if you should find that the conditions of the ancillary structures are in a manner that are non-compliant, write that up and bring that to this body, and we'll take action based upon that citation. I wanna make sure we get all that out there, because this is, right here, this is property owner.
Edna O'Connor?
Oh, that's right, look at that,
Yes.
revocable trust.
Mhm.
No contact anybody?
Miss Edna, that's it.
How old is she again?
She was here one meeting, she's
She came?
90, like,
Yeah, she's the one who is, that was
yes.
colorful.
Say the least. Okay.
I think she
But this-
had some decline going
I
on.
thought the very first meeting, the daughter, nephew, someone, son-in-law came with her. Someone came with her.
Somebody
Her-
came with her.
her
yeah.
daughter.
Oh, well, it was her daughter,
It was her daughter, Jeannie, which I don't know that situation. Apparently, her son-in-law lives 2 doors down.
Yeah,
So
That's correct, and they told us, they pledged that they would work to help, and they haven't.
no.
Gotcha.
All right, so, we have the tax address, I mean, it's 28 Frawley Road.
I have Miss Edna's other address.
You got
too.
her other address, let's make sure these notices get there as well. But we'll put in there, I would limit the motion for purposes of procuring the bid to the bush hogging and the cleaning of debris, since those are items that were subject to the original citation. To the extent that your inspection discovers additional issues related to any structures, whether the main one or ancillary, then let's write up a citation for that, and maybe we're getting somebody to get some attention here, because they may be glad it's getting cleaned up, even though they know it's going as a lien, but once you start messing with structures, that might change some of the responsiveness.
okay.
So do I need to amend the motion?
Well, your motion really was to procure a bid, I think
It was procure a bid to clean up.
clean up and remove, I think we're good on that, and we'll have the minutes just reflect that clarification of the motion is to procure a bid for purposes of, mowing, bringing the lawn back into compliance together with cleanup of any debris, is what we'll limit it to. Does that answer you, Mr. Meyer?
Yes.
So that's the motion, Ms. Dieter.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bob seconded.
I second
Oh,
it.
Dee Dee.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Next item is 1440 Millboro Circle, up-down progress from July 9th meeting regarding removal of tree and inoperable vehicles. Are we all cleaned up?
So yeah, tree is removed, completely. The back looks much better, well, where the tree was anyways. I did remove 3 vehicles off the property. They are currently sitting at impound behind McBrien. He came out there that day and we talked or whatever, and I told him, you know, they've asked you to come into Housing Commission. These are considered disabled autos. Like, they sat. I did allow him to get some stuff out of one of the vans. I have the titles, but something was going on with trying to get the tags and stuff. I don't know. So needless to say, they're still sitting over there. He asked when he could have them back. I told him that he needed to be here today because he has not appeared, but that it was up to you guys. I'm sure that y'all wouldn't mind to release them back once he could provide the proper tag, registration, etc., because they do run, and he is not here. So
What about the recreational vehicles he had? Are those also gone?
no, I was instructed not to touch them.
Oh, okay, okay, I couldn't remember and I didn't have that written, so. All right, so it was just the road vehicles, cars, trucks, vans, okay. So,
What about the rest of the property?
All, and I even told him this when we were removing the cars, all that still stands is everything under the carport, if that's what you want to call it. It is a hot mess. And I even told him that do not be shocked or surprised if they come back and they say that they want that cleaned up. Like, I'm giving you fair warning now to try to make things right. Like, this is not okay. Again, thought he understood, but I thought he understood to be here today too to address you guys. And
so the carport, what is in the carport? Is there anything hazardous, any fuels?
Sure. Yeah,
Like,
fuel,
that
oil.
shouldn't be there?
I'm sure. Could it be stored there? Yes, but in a proper placement, not just everywhere. A lot of it, it's a mix of stuff. You've got trash and debris. A lot of it's tools because he is a mechanic and I get that. But you can have that stuff, but also can you keep it clean and not all over the place? I want to say whenever I was looking under there when I was getting the cars, it was like old washing machines, maybe things of that, like things that, come on, let's get it out of there.
And so we've already put on liens for everything else that we've done.
Yes.
That would be another, wow.
Was the carport not part of the original cleanup?
It was the yard. So I take it he took anything in the yard that he was afraid that was going to go and put it in the carport.
Pretty much.
And it's an exposed carport.
Ish, yeah, kind of. It's kind of, I mean, so the opening, right, is from the driveway, but I think it's not like the standard where you just purchase one from a company and they come and put it up. Like, it's actually attached to the house. So I'd call it more of it's not a garage because it's open. Does that make sense? But
It's
it's
a
like
carport.
Open on 2 sides.
One side. The other side's the wall of the house, I'm pretty sure. It might be closed on that side.
Well, that's what I'm saying. One side in
Yeah.
front
Yeah,
is open.
yeah.
So it's visible.
Yeah, it's,
Okay,
that's a car.
thank you.
Is that the one with there was no support in the front? Or am I thinking of another one?
I think that's another one.
Okay.
That just took my brain.
There was one that was falling in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
this one's
no,
not
sir.
Okay, it's not the same one, okay.
Yeah.
What do we do, yeah?
Well, I'm trying to, unfortunately, the photos on Google don't go up around that loop on Millboro. The citation dealt with the cleanup and the removal of the vehicles, right? I think,
Well, and I think all the trash and debris on the property, we just went in stages of,
yeah, well, I'm sorry, yeah, and including the debris. But as far as we basically traded one violation for a new one, right? I think, let me make sure I understand. The cleanup of the lawn has occurred, or we still got a process to complete that?
no, that's been completed. Like I said, the vehicles have been removed. Like, those have been dealt with.
Still have some recreational vehicles. I see a boat from an aerial view. Is it still out there? But it's in the kind of back grass area, right?
I think it's in the driveway right now.
Oh, in the driveway? Okay.
He has jet skis.
You got jet skis.
That's when you were out of town, when we did this, you were in Alaska.
All right.
And I couldn't get a hold of you, so Michael Howe made that decision to not touch the recreational.
Well, I think, that's, I think it's wise. I mean, they're not posing a threat. It's just they are violations. We need to get them resolved. But now, of course, and I can sort of see what this carport is. I think what we need to do, since the carport is a new item there, although it's somewhat an extension of the original, because a lot of the debris, I've just moved to the, I would like to give proper notice that his efforts to remediate by relocating the items to the carport does not satisfy the requirements of what it is under the property maintenance code, and that he has 30 days to bring those into compliance by removing those from the property. And we've got the vehicle, and the recreational vehicles need to be brought into compliance as well.
I do know that they have proper tags, because
They do?
reading the stickers on the side, I did look at those with the police department, because they were with me. The boat, I don't remember. I would probably have to look at that when I go back out, but.
Okay. But the yard's been mowed and we've got the debris picked up at least? All right. I would suggest then that a motion be made to send notice to the property owner that it's still non-compliant, to bring the property owner here to the September 10th,
September 10th.
September 10 hearing, and that the property needs to be, with respect to the carport, brought into compliance. Removal of the items from carport.
So that wouldn't be a new citation, that would be.
I think it's still part of the continuing,
Right,
because I
you're
mean,
not
the
in
items
compliance.
that gave rise to the original citation still remain out there. It's just that
Just
they
maybe.
brought it into compliance. There was a multitude. There was the high grass, there was the vehicles, and then there was some of the debris. The debris has either been removed by our efforts, or he has pulled it underneath the carport, which we were not going to remove at that point. But that's still, this is just a continuing violation, albeit different now. So I don't think we need to recite. I do want to give proper notice that this order will reflect that that is not in compliance. His efforts so far don't meet the standards, and that he needs to come in September.
Then I would make the motion to send the proper notification that he is still not in compliance due to the carport. And that he needs to appear at this meeting on the September the 10th meeting. But in the meantime, he could start immediately bringing the carport into compliance.
We have a motion?
Second.
A motion and a second.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes.
Ms. Davis, before we move on, I just had a quick question. So on this one, with regards to the vehicles that I currently have, Brian,
Oh, yeah.
how do y'all want to proceed? If he can prove to me and show me the proper tag, registration, et cetera, to make them technically operable on city streets, can we release them back? Do you want me to hold them? How do y'all?
I'm sorry, the ones that were towed had no proper tags or registration, correct? I mean, what is our requirements with respect to vehicles? If they have the proper tag,
And they can run and drive on city streets, they're
To
allowed.
include insurance.
Proof of ownership.
they have to be parked on the driveway portion, right?
We had a conversation about that, I think, last meeting.
I asked Michael about that. He cannot remember an ordinance
If he
based
gets the
upon that.
carport cleaned out, he'll have a place for one of those
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah.
But don't we have are they part of the lien, or is it just on the
No.
property?
Oh, it is part of a lien.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to get them towed off. But that was along with the tree removal, so it was like a double whammy. So he's gonna get hit with the lien anyways for the bill for the towing of the 3 vehicles, but
but it's not like they're collateral or anything to go towards that lien. I mean, legally, if he has all the proper tag, title, registration, insurance, then they're roadworthy, they're his vehicles that,
I
and as
can
long as they're
release them.
stored appropriately,
Okay.
not, on blocks in the middle of the yard,
Would he not be at least responsible for the removal cost,
Oh, yeah.
the towing and removal cost?
Yeah, that's part of the.
And maybe
lien.
storage in the impound?
Yeah, my guess is, did we incur any cost for the actual towing?
It was included in the quote for removal of the tree and the vehicles.
And we paid the service provider for that, towing?
No, to my knowledge, so basically, I had Rick do it. Rick was towing them. One of their trucks messed up, so they had to call in Yates, but Rick paid for that, but it's still incorporated in our quote. So basically, Rick, it's kind of what we do on liens. We front the bill, but it's then taxed back to them to pay. So kind of the same thing with Rick.
Okay.
He paid the cost, but then just put it in our quote that we had.
There may be a recovery cost, but that's for the owner of the property, the owner, whatever his name is, yeah.
So does he need to pay where it's been put in impound as well before he
It's
gets
our
these
impound,
vehicles?
so we
Okay.
own it.
Do we charge storage?
So
We
I
are
don't know.
entitled to.
yeah, I would say because it's technically it's not in the police impound; it's on the McBride side, right? So I don't know. I don't know what we could or what that would be a you question.
But we are entitled for the incidental cost of storage of this. So whatever the outfit that they're being stored at tells us is whatever that charge is, that is an amount that we have incurred, then we'll put that as a lien.
And probably could have the company pull out the towing part. I know they gave you a quote for tree removal and cars, but they should be able to pull out, separate the difference in the tree and the towing. Especially if you had to pay Yates. Yates didn't remove the tree, correct? Right, so Yates should be able to tell him what the towing was.
He has the bill. I want to say it was like 200 or something. I want to say because they showed me because I had to meet Yates at the.
So if all of that is part of the lien that's being held against his property, he wouldn't necessarily need to pay that to get the vehicles out or anything, because it's part of the lien.
I wouldn't say the towing bill because it's already been taken care of, right? So we're gonna place that, and that's already gonna be placed. But my biggest thing is like you guys were asking on the
Yeah.
like storage part of the aspect of it, like what would be the cost on that? I do not have the answer for that.
I mean, if he does everything that he's supposed to do within the, I don't like that either, because I mean, I feel like it's just, this is gonna be a continuation of a continuation, because behavior's not gonna change.
Well, if you don't think you can recover the towing because it would be under the property lien, we can at least ask the yard what they charge per day for storage. We would know that cost.
But no, it's ours.
Right.
It's Eastridge's.
Well, I understand.
So, okay.
I can always ask, like, Brooms, they charge, a storage fee, maybe just to get an idea, consensus of.
Okay. So it is okay that he get his vehicles if they're all legal and everything then. I just want to confirm with everybody. Okay. And how many were there? 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we made a motion, got a second on that one. And then he can pick them up. Okay. Moving on, 3714 Sullivan Avenue, update on removal of open storage throughout the property. Did we get that all taken care of?
I have a question on this one before you go any further.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I thought we voted to move it out of here.
Well, we didn't vote. He appealed it to city council.
Okay, but
In my recollection, Councilmember, they gave him till September or till August to get it done. The hearing was in June, right?
I think originally y'all, if I can remember correctly, it was gonna be like a 10-day maybe. And I think somebody spoke up and made it 14 days to give them time.
On Sullivan?
Yes.
And then he went to city council?
Well, he went to city
That is city
council.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, you, okay.
I guess my question is it still in here or is it still over there?
It's out of council. They affirmed y'all's
Okay.
consensus. So basically, council gave them, instead of 10 days, 14 days to try to reach compliance, and then we were gonna take over
Okay.
and do the cleanup, in which we did do the cleanup.
Okay,
But yes, they affirmed y'all's decision, the cleanup. So it's just being brought back here just to
close it up.
dismiss it out of housing.
Okay.
Is it finished?
Oh, yeah,
Are you sure?
I promise.
Okay. Yeah,
I have pictures.
I understand.
so,
So it did get,
Oh, yeah.
If I may, just to clarify, I pulled up the minutes from the council meeting from that hearing, and it was to reaffirm the order and to allow 20 calendar days.
oh, okay.
and that was, what date was that?
That was the July 10th meeting.
All right,
I think it's the
Yeah.
31st. Yeah.
is that right? Okay. Okay.
So I went on.
And
like
he
a
didn't
Thursday.
comply by that point, so the city went in and undertook the efforts, and it's great,
Okay,
great work. That's great work by
that's
everybody.
awesome. So,
Now, the lean-to structures and things that he built, yes, those are still standing. However, all the items that were under there, gone. There's literally nothing.
are the lean-tos safe?
They look to be. I didn't really see anything that was
Okay.
kind of out of the norm. Like,
You said he built, and I'm just worried
yeah.
about the integrity of that. If,
Yeah.
I would hate something happened to his mama or something. When this was in front of us the time before, did he get it all cleaned up then as well?
He did, but it wasn't as bad as what it was
This time?
previous
Okay,
time. So at first, it was just under, they had like a little awning that looked professionally built, but that he kind of had everything piled under, right? So that was the beginning of it. Well, then over time, I guess 2 years passed, and then it diverted
up.
to the rest of the driveway and everything else. So my guys went in and I cleaned it out. There's nothing.
okay.
Maybe some chairs to sit in, that's about it.
Okay, awesome. And that was done, a lien was put on the property and,
Yes.
okay. All right, so if that's satisfied, we can. Have any questions?
I mean, it's closed. I mean, it was already taken, the order was final, so there's no need to close it. That's the final order. And, thank you for that update.
All right, awesome. So last but not least, 763 Flynn. This is update on progress from June 11th meeting regarding having pool deck and debris removed from the property.
All that has been removed. I was trying to get pictures. I switched phones, so I could not find my pictures. That's why I didn't have pictures for y'all today, because I can't find anything. So yes, it has been done. The pool has been removed. The deck has been removed. They removed any debris that were kind of surrounding that area. Rick said it was kind of tricky just because the way that house sits on that incline. They did the best that they could, trying to grade it back down to where it's not just craziness. It's still secure, still has boards up. I think the approach was really just to try to maintain the exterior, at least for the just safety conditions regarding the dilapidated pool and the deck, and that's been resolved.
Okay. So what should we do with this one? Because we're not gonna be able to get anywhere with ownership or
We
anything.
send the letters out to all the addresses we know. I want to say the last time Melissa sent it to the treatment center whatever that she was at, it got sent back to us. I haven't heard from her. I have not had contact with her. To my knowledge, it hasn't been sold to anyone.
There's been no foreclosure listed, it's
not
not
that
been
I
put
know
on
of.
auction, so.
But if it wasn't secure and people were still trying to, habitate it, etc., yeah, go and clean up the inside. However, since it's sitting vacant, there's nothing. I mean, nobody can get into it anyways.
Could we close this one?
That's
we
my
bring it back
recommendation. That's my recommendation.
Would it be with
Close it
prejudice?
without prejudice.
Without
and
prejudice.
There's just no, at this point, there's no further action. It's
Yeah.
secured. It's, as far as we know, the structure is sound. It's just, we have no idea if anyone's there.
Alright, okay.
Property taxes were being paid on this, right?
Mm-mm.
No, so they're behind.
I don't
1
think
year.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's behind enough for
I
back
think
tax.
it's just
So
1 year. This was the one with the reverse mortgage.
that I
That's
cannot
right,
find.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we had this one of the sisters came in from like South Pittsburgh or something? Or-
That's the daughter.
That's where she was
That's
at the
Julianne,
facility, yeah.
Yeah, she was at the facility, yeah.
Julie.
The grandson initially came in and then,
Yeah, the grandson came in.
so, yeah, there's nothing else we can do.
Okay.
Not unless you guys just wanna,
I think close it without prejudice, it
We bring
allows you
back-
to reopen this if something further that
You get a call.
Code enforcement department should come forward with some additional items and then they can reopen it.
Can we get a motion?
Worded,
Oh.
everything that was asked for is in compliance, house is secure.
I think just a motion to,
To close without prejudice.
close this matter without prejudice.
I would make a motion then to close 763 Flynn Drive without prejudice.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to close.
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone,
Yes.
Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Lastly, is there any communications from the public that have signed in? Guys, come on up. Our Smith Street neighbors.
My name is Rodney Love. I live at 1605 South Smith Street, right next to 1603, the one with the
Yep.
non-running vehicles. The one in back was towed in on the back of a truck in 2017 and hasn't moved, ran. All it does is collect debris in the back of it and rats. The one in the front, the burgundy one, it's been there about 7 years. It hasn't run. There's no way it'll run. I don't care if you got an antique tag or not. And the silver one, well, Paul knows more about the silver, and he's been there longer than I have.
It's been there since 22.
And the hood has not been opened. They haven't worked on it. It does not run, and they will not run.
I'm gonna stop you there. Paul Drew, next door neighbor, 1607. No. That's, I told you I was gonna let you talk first. I didn't wanna interrupt. My first question is these antique tags. I mean, if I have a junk vehicle and I can get a tag, cause these vehicles don't run, there's two of them. The second vehicle they're talking about is the red truck in the front yard that she adamantly said it's my father's, it's not going. I realize you might not have to have a registration for an antique tag, but can they drive?
You're supposed to have a registration for any kind
Yeah.
You have to, yeah.
They could probably.
They
get
are
a-
inoperable vehicles.
Yeah, we watched them when they moved the trailer to get the vehicles in the back. The red truck that's in the front, they had to tow with a chain and then use the front of the other SUV. It runs. And push it back into the yard where it's at. Now, I did send Tori pictures yesterday. Satellite, of course, you drove by it.
I'm so,
My next question, there's no way they're street legal. So to give them a pass on those two vehicles is not acceptable. The third is, the next is they now have a third vehicle that no longer runs. It's gonna be insured and tagged, so we'll be back here in a year, cause it's gonna sit there. But it's his girlfriend's, the young man that lived in a trailer, his girlfriend's, it's finally broke down, she bought a new car. So it's gonna sit there. I mean, we can't do anything about it now, but we will be back for that one. My next issue would be the junk in the front of the house. That's okay? All of that stuff that they have lying around?
on the front porch?
Yeah, front porch, the old swing, all the stuff they have piled up around the front. I mean, it's an eyesore.
It might be, but just because it's an eyesore doesn't mean it's necessarily against code. When I was there and I was looking at the front porch, it was chairs, a table, things that they utilize when they sit outside. Is it a lot? Sure. Did I address it? Sure. Did I encourage them to move that out of plain view if they're not utilizing it? Sure. However, at the time, nothing that I saw that was on that front porch I would consider to be open storage.
Let's move beyond the front porch. I understand what you're saying and almost agree with that. I'm talking about in the front of the house. And by the way, both the trucks that are in the front are accumulating garbage again. They did clean it out when you were there. Pardon my leaning. They did clean it out when you were there, but it's accumulating trash again. And that's the issue, is they like.
So they're just throwing household garbage in the beds of these trucks?
I don't know what it is. It's yes, not like out of your kitchen type garbage, just miscellaneous stuff.
And you can see that from your residence?
No, we saw it with a drone, but it's in the back of the truck. But it's
Okay.
going to accumulate. We're looking at rodents and other items. And at the back of the trucks aren't really my big concern. It's the place is a dump. Excuse my language, but I'm assuming y'all live in nice houses. We do too. We take great pride. I know there are laws and what we have to go through, but the place is a dump. And if you drive by there and look at it, I mean, do I need to get everybody in the neighborhood to sign a petition that this property is an eyesore?
Well, I understand what you're saying, definitely. There's a lot of eyesores everywhere. But as long as they're in code compliance, that's what Tori's here for, and that's what we
And I
try to do.
understand that.
You know
I
what I'm
understand
saying?
that we have guidelines that we need to go.
Also, hence the reason why I did not ask to be closed, because I do not think that it's reached full compliance. We are running on a staff of 3 for 24,000 different people. Things are happening. Things are going on. Yes, I need to go back out and readdress and look at things. Absolutely. And that's what I want to do. And at that point, I can address whatever it is that needs to be addressed and we'll have it removed. But again, that's why I did not dismiss it. I'm not dismissing it not to reach compliance, to leave
It's
it
not
looking a
closed.
mess. Like,
And I apologize. I'm not blaming you. And if I'm a little curt, it's only because I'm tired of looking at this property. I mean, I apologize to you if I come across a little strong. It's just, when Reggie stood up here and told me that he had these antique tags for the vehicles, they're looking for loopholes to keep their mess.
Well, I have a concern that he told this council that they were operable. Did he not?
I
You
like
can
to
go
see them
back.
run.
I like to see them.
I understand. You could look in the minutes.
Did.
So he did testify to this council that they are operable.
I mean, if he gets them running,
No,
More
not gets
power
them
to
running.
him.
He told us tonight they were operable.
yeah.
and again, I can definitely verify that when I go back out.
That's an issue.
Yeah, because he,
Well, what about the
Perjured
back part?
himself.
I mean, is there a time limit?
I can ask about it, but it wasn't my original
Yeah,
scope.
I understand.
you know,
I understand.
you know what I'm saying?
I apologize. Is there anything else you need to
No,
add?
everything's good.
I have another concern that we touched on in June, and that was the termite damage in the house. That the owners, admitted to. You had probably seen it when you were there in June. It's in as you're from the street looking in, it's in the right front of the house. Now, when I was friendly with them back in 2015, they had called me over there. I had looked at it. There is considerable damage to the under supports of the house. I mean, they have termites and there's termite damage. I'm not saying that it's a hazard, but I don't know at what point. I tried to tell them how to get rid of them. I don't know if they did or not. It's been an ongoing problem. But, yeah, I know it was brought up in June about the termite damage.
The order that we had was additionally just on the exterior of the property, and it didn't really have anything to do with the structure itself and the safety of that structure.
Okay. You
I
see
know
where
we
I'm
had
going
talked
with
about, I completely agree, I understand. And if he hadn't said that or told you in 2015, you would have no knowledge
Right.
of it.
Well, it was brought up in the June.
Okay, okay.
Actually, they brought it up.
Does the house on the exterior look structurally sound from the exterior, from what you can tell? Because I've only been by a few times, and I don't drive by slowly because I don't want them to see me looking at their house.
The most part, I mean, you can tell there's siding missing and, things of that sort. But I don't see anything that's jumping out at me automatically that's like, hey.
That's a danger. We need to get under there and look at it.
Your second visit, when y'all were sitting, you and Ethan were standing around talking. At that since taken the leftover tin from the carport that they did take down, and they have put it to cover it. I mean, it was visible from the street. I'm not sure if we sent you pictures.
Has there been any progress at all in your mind? Or
Yes.
either one of you's mind? Has there been any progress at all?
Okay, progress at all in the last month?
2 months, since it came in here?
Yeah, they cleaned up the backyard. Took
Before
down the
Tori
carport.
made her official visit, the 20th of June, they did spend 10 days. They took down the carport. I believe at that time they'd already gotten rid of the vehicles. They gotten rid of 3 of the 4.
3 of the 6.
3 of the 4 in the backyard.
Anybody living in the camper, or is that,
No, nobody lives in
so that's accurate, okay.
Yes. Yeah, I've been watching for an extension.
Yeah, they don't live in there.
But it could be because it's hot. I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be a problem come winter time when it's cooler. I couldn't imagine staying in that camper in the summertime. But as of now, yes, the problem has been corrected.
Okay. Regardless of where you live, there's always gonna be someone's house that's not as nice as our
They
own.
probably will.
There's always gonna
I
be that
agree with
case.
that.
They'll probably always be like they are, but
And you
least-
don't always get to pick your neighbors,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I know.
And that's where sometimes tolerance comes in, and we all don't have the
We
same.
a dump in our neighborhood?
No, we don't, but we also have different lifestyles.
Right.
And as long as they're within the city's
Yeah.
code, that's the most important thing.
Okay, I understand that.
I see eyesores all the time, and I'm just like, man,
Yeah.
I wish that house would have a new
It-
coat of paint
it
on
would
it,
be
or, man, I wish that patinaed car wasn't sitting
Right.
out in front of that house. But we don't always get to pick our neighbors.
It would be a little better if they removed the 3 non-running vehicles.
We need to
Look a little-
verify.
That is true, that is true.
What do we do to verify that?
I can say, hey, turn this truck on.
Start it up.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
Move it.
something that you need to get PD involved with, or no?
We've established a better relationship.
Okay.
Had words, so it's been a lot easier. So I think it would be okay. I'm very honest. Normally Lindsay, his daughter's there, so it kind of mediates it a lot more. If need be, yeah, I can have PD meet me, but at this point, I don't necessarily feel the need. If I do feel the need, yeah, I'll call them.
I think if they're not operable, that's an issue.
Agreed. And again, no disrespect, but that's why I wanted to keep it open, so I
Right.
can go back and re-verify it.
And there's still a lot of work to be done there as well, so it's not closed yet.
I'm not saying they haven't done
Right.
it, but since June 20th, after she had her second
Mm-hmm.
primary visit, everything stopped.
Okay.
They were done. And I know that 6 months down the road, it's gonna be right back where we're at. Because I only say that because I've been there for 20 years. I've
And you have
watched.
those people that clean up, and then,
Yes.
just like we spoke about a
Yes.
case earlier,
Yes.
it happens, and that's why if things do get closed, we can close them without prejudice, so they can be brought back in.
I mean, I just don't wanna, we don't wanna be here every month. I
Right?
know
And you don't
y'all
have to be, but
enjoy
I appreciate your,
seeing us.
your voice,
Um,
so.
My next and last question, because I know you want to go home,
It's
is
okay.
we brought up in the July meeting about vehicles parking in front yards. You were going to look into it.
I think-
There used to be a code on the books many, many years ago.
I did look into it. The chief building official told me no, there is not a code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enough said. Okay.
Which is, I kind of think is a little unfortunate, because
I do too.
I
and
have
we've
neighbors
talked
that
about
park
it.
in their yard, and I'm like, why are you doing it? It's affecting me in no way, shape, or form. It has nothing to do with me. But I drive home and I see them parked. They have this nice, beautiful, long driveway, and they park in the grass, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
But it's none of my business. It's not my yard, so I stay in my little place.
And I do understand that. And mostly I have. He's
Right.
instigated me.
Right. The only thing I would think of is in the fact if it would cause erosion or
Okay.
or
See, there's a
chemicals
loophole that you
into the
just-
soil.
Yeah, you just brought up.
Yeah,
Because I brought this up last meeting because I don't want to start complaining until we get 1603,
yeah,
but 1609, we'll
Right.
have about
Well,
5
that-
vehicles.
yeah, that's not here.
All right, it's,
So.
but it's a mud hole,
Right.
and it's, all right,
Yep.
that's it.
Okay. Well, this isn't closed, and we can figure out a way to address if they're running or not, and making sure trash isn't piling up that's gonna attract rodents or whatnot.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, don't get frustrated, we appreciate your input.
Well,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
and we just wanna keep the neighborhood clean.
Oh, you're
Oh,
good.
agreed.
I just heard you starting to get a little, and I wasn't trying to direct anything. It's just, it's frustrating from our point.
I get it.
Y'all, I
Yeah.
enjoy
I
your
deal
time.
with them.
Thank you.
I know.
Maybe I
Yes.
don't enjoy it, but
Yeah.
Well,
thank you for
thank you
listening.
very
Okay.
much.
Thank you, guys. Is there any additional comments, questions, correspondence?
I just want a clarification on the Footing Drive.
Yep.
I'm assuming that the city's gonna continue to maintain the yard.
In summer, spring and summer, we will.
Okay.
We'll address it as needed. Yes, sir.
So since we don't have emissions anymore,
Right.
there's no way of knowing if someone's vehicle is running once it's tagged and titled.
Quite literally, it's been laid out to me like previously, and when I said that, I was not trying to be smart with y'all, but like, it's been laid out to me previously, like, we can ask them, hey, can you start it? Like, people have brought in videos, like, when it's been in an AHO for a disabled auto, just showing us, like, hey, like, they'll back it up for us down the road. Is it excessive? Yes, but it has been done. I don't know if they're operable or not. I mean, they move places, but that doesn't mean, you know.
Well, considering the situation with the party we're dealing with, it's part of it.
I'm grateful that there's been this much progress.
Yeah,
That if this is all that's going on, I'm like, come on. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but vehicles, that's a little different.
Yeah. But, and
Especially
he
if you
didn't tell
wanna get
truth.
tags and be-
Yeah.
And this is what I
Same.
explained, you know, to the chief building official when I went out there. You look at it from the road, you see the front porch, you see the front of the house. It looks a hot mess. I know it does. But when you actually walk up on it, and I can actually see when I was sitting and talking to Lindsay, his daughter, it's nothing that you would expect to be in a violation. You know what I mean? Like, it's just normal things that somebody would have. His wife sits outside. You know, they've got like a thing of crackers or pretzels or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's small things, or it's like stuff that she was using for a garden at one time, or if it was flower pots, or it's not refrigerators and, you know, pots and pans
It's
and
life things. It's
Yes.
living things.
it's outdoor items that I would see at any of our houses. It's just that porch is so small and it's
And their
accumulated
yard
so
is tiny.
much. Yeah.
From the road to the front porch, I don't think it's like 500 feet.
It's tiny. So because I saw the same thing, like, y'all have got all this stuff up here, you know, it looks a mess, but when you actually get up on it and look at it, you're like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Like, it looks bad, but really it's not.
Right.
And I did receive aerial photos from the drone. I don't like, that's why I did not present those to y'all, because I do not
No.
like utilizing those. But you look at the aerial view on the back of the backyard, it's the one truck. There's some things that are piled up on the fence closer to like the driveway, the front where the fence or the gate is, which can be addressed. But everything else, it's gone. I kid you guys not. It's the truck that's in the back, the two trucks in the front, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't like that my fiance parks in my front yard with his police car, but he does.
Yeah.
I can't change that. Like,
I understand where they're coming from when, you know, you do all this work and put money into
Yeah.
your address and you have it pristine and beautiful, yet the neighbors, the siding is faded and cracking and falling down and the swing is rusted and they have an old truck, but none of that is out of code and compliance. It's just unfortunate that that's, you know, it's your neighbor.
do we have codes that I could nitpick and hit because the siding's off, or, you know, somebody's house needs to be painted? Sure, but let's be realistic in this economy. Who can really afford it? I'm not gonna put that strain on somebody to spend thousands of dollars to
Yeah.
fix this, when, I mean, you might be doing your best just to eat a meal every night. Like, I don't like to be that person. You know what I mean? There's bigger issues and fish to fry.
I do want to make sure though, even though it was aerial photo, and I don't even want to listen to that or entertain that, because I feel like they're going into his private space by doing that and saying that he's collecting garbage in his truck bed or
I
whatnot.
can't see that from the road.
No, but I would want to make sure that they weren't throwing their household refuse outside to
Absolutely.
attract.
To my knowledge, when they first started the cleanup, and this is something I didn't bring up at all, the reason why they haven't seen much progress, they had a lot of family things going
Right.
on. It's not my business. You
No.
got that going on, like, I don't know, I'm not in your family.
Okay.
But that's kind of why I wanted to do the second walkthrough, just to verify with my own eyes, not just based upon somebody's pictures. And I'll address it. If they are throwing trash back there, okay, let's talk about this. You know, are these trucks operable? Yes, no, let me verify. The rule of thumb for me when it came to antique tags, I've never really touched vehicles with antique tags, operable or not operable, and that's just how I was trained when I first started here. I can re-verify that, see if that's accurate or not, but I've never touched anybody's vehicle that's been antique tagged, ever.
Well, okay, even though I would agree with that to one side, on the other side, these all of a sudden came.
Exactly, I agree.
And one of them's in the front yard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then tells this commission that, yes, they're operable.
Right, I agree.
The antique tag, didn't that come in play with emissions to prevent going through emissions? No?
Based on the year of the vehicle.
The year of the vehicle.
That starts.
And so many, as a vehicle was so old, you didn't have to get emissions. That's where I was getting it in my head.
And
But
well,
then-
it's a one-time registration for an antique tag too.
Right, and you're not
You
supposed
don't
to
have
drive it.
renew it yearly.
You're
There's a
not-
limit to your mileage that you can drive it.
Now, the truck in the back, I would consider it an antique.
It's 20 years, isn't it, Wayne?
I think it's 25.
25?
Okay.
Yeah, 25 years old.
Oh yeah, that one's old. I don't know the year because I ain't good like that with
But
cars,
again,
but
there's a stipulation when you sign the waiver to get it.
yeah.
You're not supposed to drive it with X amount of miles. Basically, weekend driving, car shows, things like that.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to drive it to work every day.
right.
Because you're right, it did forego the emissions
Right.
and a lot of, and I think they're cheaper, aren't they? Yeah. But irregardless, to get them at the 11th hour on all three vehicles,
I agree.
So we'll keep that one open for sure.
That's why I try to be easy, try to be
Yeah.
nicer. But that's why I was highly suggesting to just keep it open because I know that
Yeah.
there's still things I need to address with them. But
Okay, awesome. Well, we have 2 off here, so that's a good thing. Awesome. If there's anything else? If not, we can be adjourned. Yay.